I had a few things lined up. I'm putting things together, and I'm not going to even say necessarily acting, but actually more so behind the scenes. I'm working on a game.
Entrepreneurs, we're bringing back a fan favorite, someone who is up and continuing to grow and grow and grow in Tampa, expand his wings. He's been on the show before. You've seen him on a mental health break, but today he has a lot of new, exciting things going on, a lot of great advice to help you. So, Brian, welcome back to That Entrepreneur Show.
Yes, sir. What's up, Eddie? I appreciate you, brother.
I'm excited to get your story back out there. He's a hard worker. He's been grinding with clothing, music, and now he's got a new business venture he's going to talk about shortly. But first, let me welcome everyone back to That Entrepreneur Show. Thank you for making this a top 2.5% global show. And remember to subscribe to stay current with our rock star entrepreneurs. They come here ready to help share their lessons learned and how they got to where they are. But Brian, say they missed your first episodes. Introduce the world to who you are.
Yes, sir. Of course, brother. Once again, I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for the opportunity, as always, and I love to see your growth. My name is Brian Kelly. I make music. I do a little bit of everything. Design clothes, mental health. I used to do some work with that. I published a book thanks to my brother. He helped me get on that journey, and that's pretty much what I got going on right now.
And when you were at that point, when you were just getting started, what do you think were the hardest parts of being an entrepreneur for you?
When I first got started, that's a good question. I would say maybe I guess that I really didn't know what I was doing. That's just very discouraging in the beginning when it's like you kind of just really don't know what the next step is or a blueprint. But as you get going, you meet other people who are aligned with your journey or your path, and they can always give you advice or help you along the way with whatever resources that they have available, things like that.
So you're saying that building a network is incredibly important for your success.
Definitely, definitely.
And now that network has helped you evolve. You were there. Now your music's grown quite a bit. Walk me through the latest in the music world.
I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. So last year, one of my friends I make music with got in Tampa. Rest in peace to my brother. He passed away. That was like last year in March. So that took me away from the music for a long time. Look to this year that I got back in the studio and getting active. I'm really gonna get more behind the scenes and produce other artists, but I do have some, new music on the way. One of my friends, one of my close friends who I'm actually doing business with, he would actually play for the Red Sox, which is crazy because I'm a Yankees fan, but I got him into the studio and he's enjoying it. We're about to drop some new music. Actually, we might even drop something this upcoming coming Friday. I don't want to get too much, but there's some stuff going on, bro.
It's exciting. What advice can you give other musicians, other artists out there who are getting started and they're all on their own and they're trying to grow similar to how you've been?
The advice I'll give is just keep going, stay passionate. And definitely in this day and age, it's a lot. I don't want to say easier, but it's a better opportunities for independent artists to get themselves out there and be heard without having to change too much of who they are and the type of music that they want to make. So it's just like just keep putting your music out there. Exposure is definitely important. Stay positive and just keep all your connections. Don't burn any bridges. That kind of thing.
I love that. And now, as you're continuing to grow, you've also dabbled in the clothing game, right? So let's dive into that.
Yeah, right now I'm kind of on a little hiatus, but I am going to probably start something, drop some new designs very soon. So, I'd say probably next month. Next month, probably.
How do you see the clothing and music careers intertwining together? How are you able to bring them together?
That's a great question. With the merchandise, it goes so well together. So the last project that I dropped, it was called For the Fence Volume 2. So then I made a shirt that is the merchandise for that product, for that album. And it just goes hand in hand. So it's like, performing. And this is also a little bit of advice for up and coming artists as well. So when you perform and you have your merch, you can sell it, you can give it away. There's different things that you could play with the merchandise, and it also helps with the exposure.
Yeah, let's talk about exposure. How are you able to keep getting out there more and more? What are some things you're doing now that maybe you weren't doing back when you started?
Just say more so just networking, going to different type of events, being present, putting yourself out there, also having a catalog or having a product to present when you are networking also. That's very important. So it's like that, going back to what I was saying before, it's like just, putting in the work and having something that you believe in, and then, networking, connecting with different types of people. You never know who will be able to help you or who believes in you. Those types of things that unfold when you just, put in the work.
That's right. It only takes one conversation to change your life. You just mentioned something, building a catalog. What does that look like for everybody out here who is not in the industry or people who are just starting it?
Pretty much is, having different type of product for this is music. You have different songs, different projects, music videos. Like a designer is just having, different types of merch, different pieces of clothing. If you're a publisher, having different books, just being able to, like you have with the podcast. You have so much content and catalog with all types of entrepreneurs, the mental health thing, just being able to reach different types of audiences.
And that's the most important thing. Continue to find new ways to get out there. That's what I love, not just about podcast hosting, but podcast guesting, because as a guest, you're able to put your message out into another targeted audience where on social media, we have our followings. They're either target customers and supporters or they're not, right? You've heard me say this. There's no hard feelings, but trying to get your message to where it matters is the way you essentially grow and effectively grow, I should say, as you continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Do you see any Reach collabs getting on this year? Are you trying to get some things going with people you haven't been working with regularly? You doing some new things, or walk us through what to expect after this next project?
So yes, definitely, definitely. There was already opportunities that I never really capitalized on as far as collabing with, people that's already well known. And to be honest, it's just because I didn't really know how to handle those opportunities coming back around. I'm just like, it is what it is. And that's very important to also build my audience and, get more exposure. So
Recognizing that there may be opportunities in front of you that you didn't capitalize on. That's a great one. And I know we're in a go, go, go society where we're going and going, but sometimes the things we need to help us are often right in front of us. I really like that. Do you see yourself putting out more solo albums, collab albums, or what's next? Because as you're going to grow, I'd love to keep your fans in the loop.
so honestly, I was pushing to go towards solo. It's a personal matter with that, but it's just the way, things are unfolding. It's like right now, it seems like I'm going to also be, working on a collab project. And, it is what it is. Sometimes things don't always go according to plan. I'm not mad at it. I'm like, whatever's going to work, however it's supposed to go, I'm flexible. You know what I mean? So
Talk to us about that, being flexible. I know we all want one thing and we have to find a way to be flexible to get there. How have you found ways to kind of go with the flow?
it wasn't easy for me, but I'm 33 years old, and it took me this long. It is just what it is. I feel like for me personally, the goal or the end result was so important to me where, I don't mind having to, sacrifice or take the back role, or ultimately it's like I want the finished product to be the best. That's what makes it easier for me to be flexible, to be, I just want to be successful and have the best, like live out to my full potential. So, it's like sometimes collabing with somebody is that'll bring the better results. So
I absolutely love that. And sometimes, again, just like guesting on a podcast, you're putting your message out in front of an entire new audience. Something we could have done earlier, but I wanted to get through with helping out the audience, hearing about the latest is walk us through your stage name, right? How I know you've evolved with that too. Walk us through start to finish.
Brian Kelly.
People often go to different names. They often use their real name. Walk us through the decision making with why you chose this.
I'm a, I gotta laugh because it's not anything so like crazy, but this girl, when I was back at college, this girl I used to date at St. John's. One day she just called me Brian Kelly. I don't know like why she even did that, but she called me that, and I was just like, "Yo, that sounds kind of cool." And Kelly's my middle name. I wasn't even really taking music seriously at that time. Like I was, recorded in the dorm rooms, but it's just like it stuck with me. I don't even talk to that girl anymore, but it's just like that's still my name now, so I go with it.
They know you as Brian either way, so then that's how they're going to get you. Do you see yourself keeping that name all the way to the finish, or do you see something else coming?
You know what? I think I see something else coming, but it's still gonna be my next chapter, you know. But I'm gonna keep Brian Kelly for now. You know, it's a little play off of it. I don't know if you ever watched The Proud Family. That's one of my little things that I go with too.
Yeah, and as you continue to grow and kind of weather the storm, keep growing success. Unfortunately, sometimes as you're writing, you hit writer's block. So, as an artist who's got writer's block, help us out. Walk us through what you do to get out of it.
Writer's block is tough. And to be honest, like the two losses that I had recently, those were the toughest. What I try to do is, you know, I try to get out and get some inspiration. So whether that could be, you know, going on vacation, spending time with loved ones like family or close friends, you know, just doing things that kind of make me feel good and like I'm having fun. And, you know, it's like those moments, it's like, you know, creative gene going, that inspiration going, you know, for me to write new content, new music.
If someone's listening to this podcast today and has to pick one song to check out, which way you directing?
That's a lot. But you know, right now I'm gonna say I ain't got time. But my brother Adam, and he's from Harlem, and my other brother Cuter Prince from North Stars. And that's on For the Fans Volume 2. But we have new music on the way, so definitely, you know, get ready because we about to shake things up.
I'm excited to see what comes up. Your latest, excuse me, releases here. Do you have like a routine you follow when you're recording or writing?
I write a lot. I listen to a lot of different beats and instrumentals every day, literally. When I'm recording, my routine, I do actually. So I would try to work on songs that I've already written to, and then towards the end, I kind of just freestyle and, you know, go with the flow because you know, at that point, I'm in the zone, you know, so that's kind of the routine I have when I'm recording.
Yeah, right. Well, you mentioned a lot of great things about how there's more opportunities available for independent artists out there opposed to when you started. If you could change one thing about the music industry, though, what would it be?
It's a good question. I feel like with the music industry, and I know anyone who's listening to this, no disrespect. But I feel like it's the popularity contest, and that there's a lot of great underground artists that make like you know amazing music. And like a lot of times they either don't put it out or it's like on like SoundCloud. Once you get involved with the industry, it discourages you know those type of artists, or they're not able to make the type of music that they once you know was making when they was more you know passionate about it. So that's something that I would, if I could, you know, impact or make an impact. That's something that I would try to change.
I love that. And I like the awareness that you're bringing to it. So, everyone out there, keep growing, keep shining. And as he mentioned, we talked about music struggles and where he got to where he is today, expanding into clothing. Dare I ask if there's something else going on we didn't talk about yet?
Oh, I'm trying to see. I was going to get into a little bit of acting, but we'll
Oh,
see.
yeah. What's going on with that?
We'll see. We'll see.
Not you're just
Mm.
manifesting it, or what's going
N-
on?
I had a few things lined up. I'm putting things together, and I'm not going to even say necessarily acting, but actually more so behind the scenes. I'm working on a game, so
What do you
work.
mean?
I'm working on a video game, man. I'm about to get into the gaming world.
All right. So then how you feel you can connect your music, your
Yeah,
clothing, and your gaming? What's your plans there?
that's definitely what I want to do is connect my music with the game, and then maybe put my likeness in it. But still in the early stages. I can't promise when it'll be completed, but that's something that I am working on. So
All right. Well, now as you're expanding on all these new horizons, you know what question's coming back at you. Which entrepreneur throughout history, dead or alive, right now, would you choose to have a conversation with and pick their brain?
that's a good question.
Um,
You know what? Right now, just for the sake of it, I'll say Jay Z. Jay
all
Z.
right. Say Jay-Z. All right. Well, Bry, thank you so much for coming back to chop it up with our fans, our followers, and everybody that supports you because you have been on the rise and grinding. So congratulations on all your continued success. Where can we find you online?
Instagram is home already. My Twitter is home already 2 times. Apple Music and Spotify, YouTube. Just search up Brian Kelly. Check the links in the bio for everything else.
All right, everyone, you heard him. Head to his Instagram. Check out his link in bio to find everything on him. My name is Vincent A. Lancy, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in once again to another great recording here on That Entrepreneur Show. Be sure to subscribe to stay current with everyone we bring forward to you, as we are pumping out bonus episodes all the time. And one time for our show partner, Coming Alive Podcast Production.com. Get started with their free resources today. And with that, we're signing off today. Brian, great to see you and keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you once again for the opportunity. So much love and respect, bro. Keep growing, keep shining, and doing your thing, man.
Back at you, my man. We'll bring you back on shortly. And with that, we're signing off today right here on That Entrepreneur Show. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I would love to hear your feedback. What did you love? What do you want to see more of? Are there any questions you would like me to ask the guests who come on the show? This show is not possible without you, the amazing listeners, so please email us at podcastsbylancy@gmail.com and let us know what you think. We'll also feature you on a later show. Please remember to subscribe to stay current with our amazing community of guests who will continue to come on the show, sprinkled in with solo episodes from me, Vincent A. Lancy. With that, I look forward to introducing more shows to you each and every week. And with that, we're signing off today. Enjoy the episodes and make it a great day ahead.